That's how strong the white supremacy propaganda machine is. Do any of y'all remember this movie, World Trade Center, with Nicolas Cage in it? It was a real big deal because it was the first movie about the 9/11 tragedy. And of course, the movie is supposed to be based off of the actual events that happened that day. Well, according to the events that happened, there was a Marine that saved many lives and pulled people out of the wreckage, the rubble, from the World Trade Center buildings collapsing. And that Marine was very brave and valiant. He was an American hero. And in the movie World Trade Center, this is who they had to play the Marine. You can see him right there. Did y'all know that this is the actual Marine that was full of bravery and courage, that saved countless lives, that pulled people out of the wreckage and rubble? An American hero. But somehow, Hollywood thought that it was best to portray this American hero, who is a black man, as a white man. See, America has a long-standing history of lying about who black people are. When black people are brave and valiant, when black people make inventions, when black people build an entire nation for you, you lie about who they are and you give those credits to your own people, to white people. And then you turn around and lie and make up statistics and make up false narratives about who black people are to fit your agenda that you are the people that are good and right. When in all actuality, you have to lie about who we are and paint a false narrative. It wasn't blacks or Hispanics that took the life of Charlie Kirk. Whenever you think of 9/11, just remember they lied about who a hero was. They lie about everything else regarding black people.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the whole elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there, learning in silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom. Right, so, you know, I saw this video and we all know, we all know why, right? We all know why Esau wants to hide the truth from us, hide who we are, paint us in a negative light, right? Because he knows that he is the man of perdition. So he has to paint us, right, in a negative way to shed the darkness away from him, right? And put a spotlight on himself. It's called propaganda, which was, the propaganda was made legal in 2004 or 2006 by Obama, right? Which he's a Hamite, by the way. And now they can feed lies legally through the media to us, right? Which is all part of prophecy, man, right? This is what they made for. This is Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked, which is Esau, Edom, right, are estranged from the womb, right? Since they're in the womb, right? This is why in Genesis chapter 25, Jacob and Esau were struggling inside, because this is a vile person, man, from the womb. You know, I saw a long time ago, I saw a video about this like 3-year-old, you know, crumbs on her face, chocolate on her lips, and the mom's asking her like, who took all the cookies? And obviously she took them. She said a black man took them. Like, what?
Where are they gone?
I don't know.
You don't know? So who ate them all?
Someone come round and they just ate them all.
Someone come round and ate the cakes?
Yeah.
So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, you know, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
Yeah, and the mother thinks it's funny, man. Like, that's not funny, because if you look at the history, how many times that the so-called black men, Hispanics, and Native Americans were prosecuted on a lie, on a false narrative, right? But the lady laughs because she knows this is their natural state. Their wickedness is advanced, man, at a young age. This is Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? The scriptures talk about the Lord can't make straight what the Lord made crooked. And this is a vile and crooked man. Right? The person that takes our heroes and makes him to be the hero, takes our judges, our prophets, our book, and says we are the people, then go ahead and make a spin-off called the Talmud. Right? That's what we call it. To further their propaganda on their own people, to enforce the narrative that they are the people of the book and that they're better in how to treat the other nations. All right, this is Psalms 83, verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. A tumult is basically like an uproar, a gathering, an uproar. Right, it says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Right, this is Jake, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right, Israel. This is why they're able to portray themselves in the movies as the Messiah and the disciples and feed it to the people, and the people believe it just because they have power, right? The scriptures in Sirach say, when a rich man speaks, they stole it to the clouds, but when a poor man speaks, they overthrow him, roughly speaking, right? And this is evident, right? It says, verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, right? Israel translates to Yasharallah, which means the prince of the power, right? We are the sons of God, the Most High. Little God, we gods, but the Most High God is above all, right? It says, may be no more in remembrance. This is why they want your power, right? Because they know our relation to the Creator. Right, and that's probably why I'm guessing, right? They have that whole masonry, like that G with the scope and stuff like that, like with the measuring thing. I just think that they're basically saying they manufactured God. You know what I mean? Like they created themselves to be God, right? As it pertains to Isaiah 14. I will be like the Most High. I will ascend above the clouds, right? When you read that in Isaiah 14. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are a confederate against thee, right? And the first nation that comes up, the top nation that's the biggest confederate against you, says the tabernacles of Edom, right? And why is that? Why is he first, right? Because the Lord had created him specifically to have dominion. He said that he made the basis of men, right, to confound the wise. Right? It's the same reason why in Romans 9 it says that I gave power unto Pharaoh. So then when he destroys Pharaoh, that his name might be declared throughout the earth. So he makes the little things powerful and then smacks them down to show the world that he could turn nothing into something and something into nothing. This is Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And who's the greatest judge? Hamashiach Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls JC, the Christ. Right? Not only that, the disciples. Right? They got kids movies right now in the theaters of Yahushai. They got 2 in 1 year right now. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? If Esau, the so-called white man, is not the wicked that the earth was given to, then who is he? Then you must say that we're going to another captivity, because right now they hold the reins in this world. Right? And the world's waking up. This is why they're trying to tighten up. Right? The scriptures say that the devil knows that he has but a short time. Right? He's seeking to throw you into prison houses, roughly speaking. Right? We witnessing it right now. Right? But I ain't going to drag this out too much, man. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. To you, Riz, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom.